So for those of you that know like kind of what I use and everything, this is the trailer that I use for the Genesis. It's just basically a utility trailer, and the big problem that I always have with it is that the doors won't open because of the fenders. Well, actually because of the railing. So this is my dad's trailer. It's a multi-use trailer. He uses it for a bunch of different things. We use it for moving and stuff. It's hauled lots of cars. A normal car or truck you'd be fine with, but the Genesis, because it's lowered, yeah, you get the point. So this is my trailer. So this is a beavertail tilt trailer. So essentially what happens is you pull the pins out and the whole deck will actually lift right up, bringing this all the way down to the ground. That way lowered vehicles can crawl up on it and it's easier. It does need a lot of attention, and that's what the series is going to be about. Now I'm going to be stripping all the paint, all the useless stuff that I'm going to, all the useless stuff on it. I got new tires. We're going to be painting it, like I said. We're going to be fixing this box, peeling all the diamond plate off, redo the wiring, pack the bearings, everything. So originally this thing does have four-wheel not disc brakes, but four-wheel drum brakes. But he has everything disconnected. So in here is the old junction box, which looks like everything is connected, but the wiring itself has been just taken apart and wired into a 4-pin connector, so that way the lights work. Tires are no good. Let's probably keep a couple as a spare. And the taillights are back here on the bottom side of these ramps here. I crawled underneath it when I bought it, and it seems like a structural trailer. So I mean, in here, I'm assuming the little battery breakaway box doesn't work. The bottom of this thing is actually rotten, so I'm gonna be fixing that. I'm gonna pull all this crap out and vacuum it and just quickly see what I got going on in here. So I pulled all the junk and the wood out, grabbed the shop vac and sucked out all the crap, and what do you expect? A big old hole here. So either we're gonna make some sort of shelving for it, or either that, weld a new floor in, or yeah, make something. We're gonna make a floor for it because I'm still gonna use this box. I'm gonna take these boards off and see what's underneath it. See maybe there's a hidden pin or something that's keeping it from moving. So here's the piece I was showing you guys in the truck. And here's the old one. Now, I know on one of them you had a cotter pin hanging out of the one side of it, and then these Jesus clips hanging onto them as well. And then the one that I couldn't get out was this nut and bolt. Anyways, so this is all new hardware, and it looks, just fight with this thing to get it open. Okay, just fucking rusty as shit. Boom. And these will go in here. Oh, these things are freaking stiff. Boom. So here's the inside of the drum. Completely rusty, has never made contact with anything. The magnet had power stuck to it and was pulled into here and was eating away at it. The inside, or the back shoe is fine. I'm not really worried about that, but this has no material left on it. Everything's seized. The magnet's just been eaten. So yeah, this sucks. Took this side off, it's even worse. It's got no pad, period. And it's all full of spiders. So this one should be fun. take those 4 nuts off the back, clean the cobwebs out. Yeah. Okay, so basically what I'm going to end up doing, I have all of the like shoes and stuff off except for that far side here. What I'm going to end up doing is putting hubs on the back and then only installing brakes in the front to cut down on cost. The other trailer we have, it's only front brakes regardless, so it should be fine for this one as well. And I mean, it cuts the cost literally in half, so like that's the route I'm gonna end up going with it. I tried to torch the back side of these off, but I ran out of gas, so I got it half burnt off, and then it sputtered and wouldn't refire. So yeah. So anyhow, now I gotta wait for this stuff to get here. But this is how I'm leaving it for right now. Okay, so I've spent probably a good afternoon undoing all the little screws. There were a Allen key style screw like these here, and then as you can only imagine, they started to strip. So I hit them with the grinder, started to grind them all down. I don't know why it's not focusing, but anyways, grind them all down, hit them with a screwdriver. If they still didn't come out, then I actually snipped the head off of them so I could pry it off. But that's the one side stripped. My cutoff wheel is completely dead, so I'm not going to bother with anything else really tonight. I might start kind of scraping all the gunk off. It's a solid actual frame itself. It's just all flaky. The paint and everything came off. I kind of already went ahead and started scraping up here, but all in all, like, the frame is actually solid, which is really cool. I didn't really have any concerns because I checked it out when I was looking at when I was buying it. But yeah, all in all, it's a pretty solid trailer so far. Okay, so both sides are off now. I'm just going to go along, and any of the ones that are still attached to the frame, I'm just unscrewing with vice grips. But it's basically off. This is the last piece that I had to cut. Grinded all the heads off. So technically, yeah. Ta-da! So now I got to go along, like I said, pull all the little studs out and start scraping this down. That way I can, well, actually I have to take the little wiring harnesses off, and then I can start prepping it for paint. Okay, so basically with the little compressor that I have available to me right now, I've just gone along and scraped all the loose stuff off, wire wheeled it, and kind of just knocked most of the bigger rust off. I just want to get all this painted, that way I can put the hubs back together, get them painted, greased up, and everything prepped. That way the wheels can go on it, that way this thing's kind of mobile, I can move it around the yard. Okay, so this is a quick little update of what's going on. I tinkered around last night with just different ways of grinding the metal down and figured out a way that works. It's not perfect. The trailer had a lot of pits and stuff, which I'm not necessarily really worried about. So underneath, all the rails and everything have all been painted, which you can kind of see right down here. Anywho, so basically what I did with that is the same thing what I did right there. The tops where the aluminum was sitting had really like heavy pits and stuff, so I used the big angle iron grinder to clean them all up, and the rest of it's just been a wire wheel, scrapers, brushes, a bunch of other stuff. It's not pretty, but I mean at the same time it's also just a trailer. basically every part of it's been stripped down and painted. Underneath has been done, all the cross members, everything's been done, suspension's painted. The only spot that is not painted is this front part. Now with the front part, I have to put the brakes and bearings and everything together and get the back off the wood and everything. That way I can actually get the bed to tilt. And I can clean in here properly, because as you can see, like, you can't really clean that all properly, especially at the front. So yeah, I'm assuming probably tomorrow or some point this weekend I will be here packing the bearings and getting all that stuff ready. The bearings are in my toolbox, so I got to run over there and grab them, pack them, and get the new brakes to basically be ready to go on. Okay, so the bearings are packed, everything's installed. I haven't adjusted this yet, simply on the fact of I want to wait till the electrical part gets all hooked up and we can get everything moving. This is just going to be so I can put the wheels on. So we're going to have only front drum brakes. Now, I understand there's a drum on the back, but if you look, it's a bit of a phony. So ideally it's just a hub. I ordered hubs for it and they end up being the wrong bolt pattern. So this is what I'm up to. Yeah, I painted them, but I don't like rust. So as you can see, that little itty bit right here, that's going to be finished when the rest of the front's going to be all done. I'm not too concerned about that. I just want to get this thing on the ground. So yeah, this is going to be it for today. I forgot the last couple washers at work, so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to grab them and then finish it all up. So I'm going to mount the brand new tires onto the trailer. I got it all finished up. They're a set of 205/75 15s. So we'll get them mounted up.
When Dad first started doing that. She's like, it's getting so dark so fast.
Okay. So now, in theory, let's say these are out of the way. Alright, drop this down, take that off, drop that down. Ta-da! You can stand on it. Neat. Obviously, if this was on a road, it'd be a little bit more better. But yeah, you drive up, wheels the car. Obviously not weighing enough. Done.